Okay guys, so this is going to be a guide on how to play Gangplank as a beginner or an intermediate or maybe even going into some advanced stuff. I'm not going to go into rune slots or masteries. They're kind of self-explanatory when you're playing Gangplank or really any character. You just go to the masteries page and pick the ones which would suit your character's playstyle. Gangplank is mostly a melee character. His parlay is melee, which is going to be your main move. Early in game, I bought first items are brawl gloves and 2 health potions. Those help to run your lane. If you're soloing, run your lane easily with the health potions and add a little bit of crit on top of it. The the early 8% crit really does make a difference. Because that's almost 10%. So 1 add 10 parlays, which is a low cooldown, will hit for a crit. I'm going to show you a gameplay feed that I played earlier today. It's not my best, but it's not that bad. It's a 3v3. On their team, they have an Ashe, Gangplank, and a Fiddle. And on our team, we have an Ashe, Gangplank, and a Jax. So we go for bottom gank. Jax is late. So it's 3v2. We're just poking them and whatever normally happens in the beginning. So we're hiding in top bush waiting for a possible gank. We get on Ashe, and that was an early kill. Now, when you're Gangplank early game, what you really want to do is the poke and run technique. So you run up to him because Parlay's range is pretty decent. So you run up to him, you hit him with the parlay, and then you run back. And it really does add up. That's how I usually run my lane. I usually solo top. And unless it's a character with way more range like Annie or perhaps Ashe, it's you usually do pretty good. Okay, a little bit later, we haven't gone to platform yet, and we're just keep on poking. Somehow I get that kill. I didn't do last hit, so I'm not quite sure how I got it. She calls me a KSer here, and it was like a miracle KS, especially because I didn't try to get the kill. But whatever, an extra kill for me, so that's 3 easy kills in the beginning. 2 for me, 1 for Jax, and then 1 for me right now. So I'm getting quite a bit of gold, and I have my Avarice Blade that I upgraded from Brawlers. So obviously we're doing much of a crit build for Gangplank with some attack speed too. I change up my build according to how fed I get and what's necessary. Right here, Gangplank is chasing me. He's greedy, so I know Ashe can at least get the kill even if I die. Turns out that he tries to retreat and dies anyway. I survive with 4 HP or some shit. And pretty lucky. This game I end up going 11-0, so it's not bad at all, really, for a 3v3, and it only lasted like 18 minutes. So I go back to platform to grab my Sheen. What a Sheen does is it makes your parlay so much stronger every other attack, really, with a 2-second cooldown in between. It's worth it. A lot of people don't play Sheen on Gangplank, but I've played without it and played with it. I get more kills with it on average, so it's something to pick up. It's not too much, and you upgrade it for your Triforce if you want a Triforce. A lot of people don't pick up Triforces on Gangplank either. I do sometimes and I don't sometimes, depending on how good I'm doing. But really, Triforce is good for crit, it's good for attack speed, and it's all around good item. Okay, next I'm going to be going over the skills and more in depth on the items. The skills I get, you always start out with Parlay. Parlay is going to be your main attack damage skill. It's going to get you most of your kills if you're playing him right. And it has tremendous kill stealing ability as well if you don't mind kill stealing. If you're smart, any kill around you should be yours. Sometimes it's inevitable that you're not going to get the kill if you're not fast enough or something, but usually if there's going to be a kill around you, it's going to be you killing them. For the first 3 levels, for 1, 2, and 3, you get Parlay, and then I usually get raised morale and then I get removed scurvy. It doesn't really matter which order you get those two in, but parlay always is first. After the first 3 levels, get parlay as often as you can, and of course at 6, 11, and 16, get Cannon Barrage. Cannon Barrage is your ultimate. It's more of a support spell over your main damage spell. I usually use it for support to help my teammates get kills, which helps a lot because it slows them and it does pretty decent damage if they stand in it long enough. And so that's pretty much the skills. And the items, of course, help the skills do better. So for your brawlers in the beginning, that's all for your crit build. You upgrade it to the Avrise. Nextly, I go Sheen. You can go Boots before Sheen, but I definitely recommend the Sheen. So I go Sheen, and then I go Beginning Boots to Ionon Boots, or Ionian Boots, or whatever they are. It's 15% reduction of cooldown. Helps tremendously. It helps you be able to spam your Q spell way more, which is parlay, and it ultimately gets you more kills. And it also has enhanced movement speed, which is nice. After that, I start to build. I either go for my Triforce, depending. If you feel like you want the Triforce, get the Triforce. I've never regretted getting a Triforce, but I'll either go Triforce or Phantom Dancer. Go on Phantom Dancer, just get whatever items you can. I usually start with the crit items, then the attack speed items, and then the attack damage items. After my Phantom Dancer, the game's usually wrapping up for me. So, like, my team's dominating, and it's usually wrapping up right when I get my Phantom Dancer. But you can usually fit my Infinity Edge in there. Let me take a break. If you're playing Fiddlesticks, don't do what that guy just did. He just wasted his ultimate, and it was horrible. Anyhow, you can usually fit an Infinity Edge in there, and that's pretty much game over if you get your Infinity Edge. It's 250% crit damage instead of 200%. So, they don't really have a chance, and it's just extra fun. When you get your Infinity Edge, it's just like they avoid you. It's like you can be in their base attacking their Nexus, and they'll walk past you. That's pretty much what items to get. Now for a little bit of strategy. Like I said, early game, do the poke technique. If it's a character like, okay, say you're against a Tryndamere, because most people, I see more Tryndameres than anything really. A Tryndamere, everyone says he's OP, which he is OP, but I wouldn't say he's any more OP than Gangplank. Because any character has potential to be considered overpowered. I've seen bad Tryndamere players where I just dominate them, and I've seen Tryndamere players that you just can't even kill them. And, you know, any characters like Rumble, who no one plays, has the potential to be the best champion in the game. And if you don't believe me, I have a friend that uploaded a 63 and 5 video of him playing Rumble 5v5. And it's just incredible. But say you're playing Trin and you're at top alone. So it's just you versus Trin. He has the blade spinning attack, which pretty much is a teleport. It's better than a flash, really. And it does damage. And it can go through walls. So he has potential for great ganks, and it's just pretty ridiculous. So then I'll usually turret hug a little bit, and Trins are pretty ballsy usually, and they'll go for turret diving. And if you're smart and you stack the parlays on it with the turret doing damage, you're gonna get the kill. Usually if I have a really fed Trin, I'll usually, if there's someone on my team that can handle him better than I can, I'll go ahead and switch to bot for a little bit. But usually I do okay. And, you know, as long as you play smart, you shouldn't really ever die, unless it's just really unavoidable, like a gank out of nowhere. Also, here's a tip. Call MIAs. MIA stands for missing in action. And without people calling them, your chances of winning go way down. And so if you don't see the person that's supposed to be in your lane on the opposing team, call out MIA. Just say it's Nidali. Just say Nidali MIA, and that means the person pushing top knows that there's a potential to get ganked by the person at top and by Nidale. And without telling them that, you're just letting the other team get kills early. So it's just basic like courtesy, you know. Like you would want someone. It always sucks when you get ganked out of nowhere, and you just don't want it to happen to your teammate. People really cry over kill stealing in this game, and if you get a kill, good for you. And if you kill steal someone, it's like good for you. It's like obviously, it's not stealing a kill because you got the kill. I mean, I know where they're coming from because I've done all the damage and all of a sudden a Jax will come out of nowhere and right-click them and hit them for their 5 HP that's left right when I'm about to parlay. And it's fucking annoying, but deal with it, man. It's a team game. People always say, oh, 3v... Like, if... In this game, I think someone said it, we ganked one of them, and he's like, oh, 3v1, and I'm like, that's why we have 3 people on our team. He's like, excuses. It's like... Bro, we ganked you. Your team didn't call MIA. Calm down. And it's just like boo fucking who, you know? Like, as long as I don't care if I'm the fed one. If I have a Trin on the team and I'm in the negatives and he has 32 kills, I'm still fucking happy because we're still gonna win. And that leaves they'll focus on Trin. So that leaves me more room to get fed. So that's pretty much how I look at it. It's a team game. Whether it's a 5v5 or a 3v3, don't cry about not getting all the kills and being the carry. Because extra kills don't do anything for you, you know? Okay, so the game's wrapping up right now. I fast forwarded and I'm 11-1 right now, or 10. No, I am 11-0 right now, or 10-0. I don't know if I get the skill right there. No, I don't. So I'm already 11-0, and that's the end of the game. And that's pretty much a typical game, really. I've never played a team that can really outplay me when I play Gangplank. And there isn't really much they can do if you play him right. This is the first guide I've done, so it's decent quality, but I didn't really know what to talk about. So I tried to watch a couple videos to go over more in depth, and I know I was kind of rambling because I did it over a game I played, so I don't know if I should do that or just what I should actually put in the video section of the guide. But what I told you is pretty much everything I do when I play Gangplank, so it should really help. And that's pretty much my Gangplank guide. Alright guys, well I'll be making more guides. I think the next guide I'm going to make is for Vayne or Tryndamere. Alright, thanks guys, bye.